the vibes. My mom had my sister when she was 18, and then she had me at 20, and then she had my younger brother at 22. No, my mom's not a teacher. She's like a aide. She doesn't have like a degree or anything. My mom was like cleaning houses ever since she came to America, up until like 3 years ago. She got a job at an elementary school. But yeah, my mom like loves kids so much, so it's like the best. No, that would make me 25, which I am. She's 45, not 35. What am I supposed to do if my age is old? Imagine I was 15, I would be an old-looking 15-year-old who somehow had a corporate job for 3 years. Renee, Brooke Schofield was not here. Uma just puts on these fake names. No. Honestly, I get so happy when I see like another influencer or another famous person who's the same age as me. Like I just found out that Gracie Abrams is like, we're basically the same age. And I was like, oh, that makes me so happy. Because usually all the like super famous singers and stuff are like 18. Like I remember when Olivia Rodrigo's album came out, everyone was like making fun of people saying it's like she's for teenagers, and I was like, oh, now I like don't want to listen to her. Who else? Or like Tana and Brooke, for example. Tana's 25, I think. How old is Tana? Because I think Brooke is like 28. Is she? Let's see. I remember finding out Brooke's age and I was like, oh wow, I thought Brooke was younger than me. Oh, Tana's about to turn 26. And then let's see Brooke. Why is her age not anywhere? Okay, yeah, Tana will be 26 in like a week. And then Brooke is, how old is that? Oh, Brooke's the same age as my sister. She's 27, turning 28. Yeah, I remember being relieved when I found out their ages too. I was like, okay, they're also old. I do have a sister. Uma, I asked Jordan, by the way, if she's friends with Tana because of you. Yeah, Uma, how do you keep opening all these accounts? My sister's actually getting married this year, so I'll have some fun Albanian wedding content in like September. I literally thought that was a picture of Tana, and then I was looking at it more. Wait, who's 20? What am I missing? I am Albanian. She just said, yeah, kind of. So I'm assuming maybe they used to be. I don't know. One thing about me is I don't like to make people uncomfortable. Like, I can be literally best friends with someone And I won't ask them invasive questions because I'm like, what if they don't want to tell me? An Albanian pastry that I can try. Baklava is like the biggest Albanian pastry, but that's like so many countries eat that. And then what we call petla is like the same thing as like a Greek zeppeli. There's like nothing completely unique to Albania. Wait, I started watching Parks and Recs because of all the comments comparing me to April, and I watched like 2 episodes, and I didn't know how to feel that people think I'm similar to her. I feel like she acts so much more like angry than me. Like, I think, yeah, I have the like monotone, dry part, but when I see the like her in that show, I don't think I have that like angry, like mean vibes. The way that I look at myself, guys, I think that I'm like a ray of sunshine golden retriever, and then people online tell me that I should be in like a horror movie and that I should be like that, and like they'll compare me to Wednesday Addams and April from Parks and Recs, and it's so funny. My friend Nikki in here is in real life. Nikki, right, in real life I'm like so the opposite of that. I think it's just because I'm so like low energy that people probably think that I'm like, I don't know. I'm a Scorpio and I have a Cancer moon, Capricorn rising. Yeah, Uma, I would love to know your big 3. Yeah, White Lotus is like the first thing that I actually watched Aubrey Plaza in, but in White Lotus she's like acting normal. I think like in all her other movies and stuff she has like this persona, but in White Lotus she is like older and like she doesn't act how she did in Parks and Recs. But then after I started doing TikTok and I was getting like an influx of comments comparing me to Aubrey Plaza, then I was just intrigued. So I just like Googled like best Aubrey Plaza movies. So I watched her Ingrid Goes West, and I thought she was really funny in that movie. And in that movie I was like, okay, I kind of see the comparison. Because she's just like kind of awkward and like, I don't know, I feel like the things that she says, I'm like, that's something I would say. But the Parks and Recs, I feel like the character is too extreme. Oh, thank you, Megan. Yeah, I also use CoStar. Yeah, Ingrid Goes West is actually a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you watch it. There was something else I watched of hers, like just in the same day I watched Ingrid Goes West, and then there was this other one. I can't think of what it was called. She's like robbing people for money. Why can't I think of what it's called? I'm gonna look it up. Aubrey Plaza criminal movie. Emily the Criminal. I didn't think that movie was that great. Daniela, we were just talking about Albanian influencers and how there's so few. I want to make a video reviewing all the Albanian influencers. I might make that today, actually. I have literally nothing else to do today. Wait, I didn't even realize that Ingrid Goes West has an Olsen twin in it. Wait, is that not an Olsen twin? Their names are Mary Kate and Ashley. There's no Lizzie. I actually really, when I first started seeing Leo Skepi on my For You page, like in COVID, I always like, I loved him. I started watching his podcast. I thought his podcasts were so motivational. Like, I would leave them on when I was working. I worked remote, so I would just like leave stuff on YouTube playing all day. And I always like loved his podcasts. And then I kind of just like stopped listening to them because I get sick of everything with time. And then recently, people are like canceling him and they're saying like his advice is so toxic. And like, I guess I never heard the episode that he claims that he planned murdering someone or something. I never heard that episode. But the videos of his that I watched, I always thought they were like so motivational. And he would like make me like, I would finish work and I'd be like, okay, now I have to like go do stuff. Like if you listen to his stuff a lot, you'll feel like you should be more productive. And I like need that in my life. Like someone telling me to go do stuff and be more productive and like go work out and go work harder. I heard he deleted that episode that he says all of that. Yeah, so there was Leo Skeppy, then there's Flo, the rich girl, which I honestly, guys, my theory is that Flo isn't even actually that rich. I think it's all just like a facade. I think like there's someone in her family that has a big house and she like uses it for content. Because I noticed that when she's doing like her hauls and stuff, she'll like only show like a few things that are like relatively affordable, and then she'll like just all the other stuff she says is like crazy, and she'll be like, oh yeah, and I also got this but I had to return it, or I don't know, and then she'll only post like the really expensive things like sometimes. So I'm like, I think she's just doing it all for like as a joke, a big joke on TikTok. But I don't think she's actually just like living her life like that every day. Well, that's my theory. Fake it till you make it is honestly one of my favorite quotes. I'm obsessed with that quote. I remember someone saying it to me like so long ago, and I didn't know that it was like this really famous quote, and it always stuck with me because it's so true. Like everything you do in life, you have to just fake it till you make it. Like it's just like the most perfect advice ever. Like if you're super depressed, no, okay, depressed is a clinical condition. I shouldn't use that word.